Hey, and welcome back to Tour to Valheim, the race on the Not Your Buddy Friend channel, as well as Hardcore Permadeath Valheim in the Man Cave. Run 4. Hope everybody's doing well. And, oh boy, well, it's been a week, and apparently I forgot to repair everything before I went last time. I honestly don't remember what we were even doing. It is going to take me a little while to get my bearings here and get organized, but I think ideally we need to play catch up because it sounds like CaperCafe has taken the lead. He sent a little post, as you might have seen, chirping me about how easy it is to find the Ecthyr boss location, which, as you know, I struggled to find last time. Hey Seabutt, welcome in. How are you? Hope everything's well. Thanks for stopping by. I gotta get to work right away because Caper's beating me and I can't lose. So we're off to the races. I have probably a couple of little things to do around the base. Like I need to get ready to build a larger base, one that I can be protected in. Because when I do eventually find Ecthyr, obviously I'm gonna have to protect myself against the Great Orc raids, which on hardcore can be no joke. Hey, Thomas. Yeah, here we go again. Oh, crap. I just dropped a tree on my house. That's never good. Don't think I'm insured. And then almost on him. Yeah, so we really need to catch up. Sounds like Caper got way ahead of me. So I want to clear, like, all of this out. Get ready to make a better house. Because the second we beat Ecthyr, you know, we're gonna have raids and trouble. That's another thing too, right? Like, obviously the no map is probably my biggest disadvantage, but I'll get way more raids than him. Like, super frequent raids. So, base defense for him is not necessarily a big deal. Whereas for me, it's critical. Come here, buddy. I want to train my block. Let's go. So yeah, I gotta get some defenses together, go off and reshoot the line towards Ecthyr. Let's hope we can find it this time, because I guess we got offline. Yeah, you're right. I do need to be safe and steady, but I'm also racing myself in last run. I really don't want to spend so long in the Black Forest stage. I mean, it's a great biome. I love it. I think it's a wonderful, you know, style that they have there, and I really enjoy playing in it. But you know, we need to get past that hardcore swamps, you know, mountains. I've seen it all now because of my magic run, but I just want to get there in this run. So the goal here is just going to be clearing space, and then we're going to hoe everything down a little bit better and start planning a base. I figured because there's water right here, we might as well clear to the water. And we will eventually have like a boat area. Probably, you know, spend a bit of time terraforming later, doing a moat and all that stuff, right? Because it's kind of important for hardcore. But for now, I'll probably just use the excess wood to build a stake post wall, which would be plenty to protect me, certainly against the boar and the neck raid, but definitely still effective against the Great Orc raids. And then, of course, once we're properly set up with the pickaxe, we'll be able to dig a moat and get rocks a lot easier to be able to build a little raised wall area and whatnot. Oh dear. Gotta be careful. But yeah, so the goal would be just get rid of all this wood that I can, and then maybe go and see if we can find Ecthyr. I might even work into the evening, into the night, because that'll help me a little bit of advantage in the time. One of the comments that we got on, I think, Caper's VOD was, you know, is this total day or total time? And it's just total day. So if I work through the night at that risk, you know, I don't think there's any major risk working through the night now, because I believe it's just Meadows mobs until I beat Ecthyr. In which case I know after that you can start to have great orbs and stuff at night. But for now, I feel like working at night isn't too risky, really. So it shouldn't be a big deal. I can just use that time to build. Find yourself rushing to bronze just because you really dislike the first tier of gear, and then rush to iron to have access to stone construction. Then you slow down. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, for me, it's just like, I've played this part of the game so many times now that I really want to spend a little more time in the newer stuff, you know? Even though I have, like I said, I have experienced it now. Not in hardcore, right? And I didn't play it the way you normally would in that challenge run, so this is where I'll have a chance to try and do it a different way and actually like collect iron. And I didn't even really do an Iron Age in that run. I just kind of skipped it entirely. I got the little bits of iron I needed for progression and didn't really bother with any equipment. Obviously I wasn't really building any weapons, so I haven't really gotten a chance to use it all yet. But yeah, I agree, like leather armor's kind of not that good. I might play with bronze armor a little bit more this time. I know it's less useful to us than troll armor in hardcore because of the speed. You're already at a disadvantage when the mobs are faster, so you kind of want to maintain that stamina and speed, but obviously the bronze helmet's a good one, you know, to pair up because you don't get a penalty for that. So we'll want to go for that. And we'll probably want to go for troll armor with a bronze helmet initially, and then mix in, I can't break that yet, mix in some of the iron stuff. Hold on here. I kind of don't want to play the same way as I have been in the previous runs either. Like, I don't really want to cheese the bosses as much. Like, the Elder fight was really boring. Right, I was basically shooting him from outside of his detection range, which obviously is a good way to do it in hardcore, but maybe I'll try to play a little more risky, but also just, you know, better experience. Actually fight him head on. Still use a bow and stuff, but get in there. Take the risk. For the, you know, for the excitement of it, and also just to be skilled, you know, learn the skills. Trollhide's better than Swamp. Swamp hit on your stamina combined with slower movement. Yeah, totally, right? Being wet all the time. If you get caught out at night as well, unrested, you're pretty well dead. Like, there's really no getting out of that. Alright, broke the axe, so go repair that. This stump's annoying. I wish I could get rid of that right now, but alas, I cannot. Oh, get our club skill up. Apparently he was surprised. Can get rid of it with an axe? I need a bronze axe for this though, don't I? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have to wait. But yeah, I would love to like actually experience the iron gear. Like, I never used any of the stuff in the mountains in my other playthrough. It was really just straight to... I pretty much went from like troll gear to the gear for magic users, right? Yeah, I know, right? You should be able to break it simply because you don't get any fine wood out of the stump. I totally agree. That's a bummer. Anyway, we're gonna have a lot of wood here, so we'll be definitely able to build a lot. I don't want to go crazy. I feel like a modular home is going to be a good idea this time. Like, build additions as we need them. So, like, we'll start with a single square design, you know, simple. And then we'll progress to adding some expansion areas on it, like some wings for different things. Like a better kitchen eventually, and smithing area and all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to try to not do as ugly a builds as I traditionally have done, because I'm known for tiny houses and terrible builds. So we'll do a little better this time, hopefully. I mean, it is very important. Like, it's like the tortoise and the hare race, right? Like, Caper is probably going to take a huge lead. Because, again, like, certainly, if he hasn't already beat the Elder, like, it's not hard for him even to do that, right? And even if he dies, there's really no consequence. He just runs back, grabs his stuff, kills it. Or sorry, for Act 3, I guess I was saying. The Elder, for him, again, he's never done it, but it's not like it's going to be that challenging for him. Certainly to find it as well, which is the probably most troubling part for me. It's just going to be finding him. And then he'll whip through it pretty quick. But, yeah, Shay's being creep, Chris, you're right. It's going to be nicer. I think we gotta name it K Nation Station again in honor of his donations. His very generous donations to our channel. And of course, maybe we'll have to decorate a little bit when we get the materials. Put up some signs with some other shout outs for others who have helped us. Make it nice. Real nice. Finding the Elder was a pain. It was like I got very discouraged that I couldn't find him. Like, I mean, again, it was partially because I wasn't using portals. Right? That I ended up just wasting so much time because I would have to sail out, sail back. But it was like, I feel like we were Black Forest for over 100 days. Probably, I think we died at like 140 or 180 days or something. And like, we were out of the meadows in something like 20 days. So that was pretty upsetting. I will hope for slow, steady progress, like the tortoise. You know, safe and steady. Because if I can do it right the first time, then I won't have to suffer the consequences of dying, right? Which is quite bad for hardcore. Okay, so... kind of silly of me to dump all the wood in the area that's the flattest where I need to build. So we'll just go ahead and move all that. And in fact, we'll just be a little bit more efficient, even though I like the look of the wood piles. I feel like it's good, you know, role-playing and all, but we'll just put them in a chest. If we can make the walk. Oh, I don't think we're going to make it. Doesn't give me any more, did it? Oh, yeah, we made it. Okay. Perfect. We're going to hoe all this nice and flat. Oh, why? You know, when you're already carrying like 1,000 pounds. Oh, I can't. Oops, that's bad. That could have been a dumb idea there. See, like if I was getting attacked right now by something dangerous. Very foolish to run out there with no stamina. We should probably just get our rested buff back. It'll make things a lot easier. We'll just hang out here for a minute. Catch up on the chat. Losing gear is the worst than losing skills. I agree. I agree. I will have backup gear. I'm going to plan on doing like... one of my ideas for the house to make it look nicer is going to be to have like an entry alleyway. So it'll be like... you know, maybe a central door, but then a 2-meter, you know, floorboard on either side. And I want to have like mannequins down the whole row with all my previous biome gear. And I could have a chest under them that has the previous biome weapons, you know. That way it looks pretty and it's a progression. It's like a hallway of achievements. And also, of course, when I die, if I die, hopefully not, but if I do, we'll be able to just come and grab the previous tier's gear and begin the grind again, you know? It's really going to end up that way, I guess. There's not much that I can do about it. You know, I'm going to try really hard to not die at least until I get to the swamps, because I'd like to be progressing beyond last time. But we do have to be careful. Any risk I decide to take in the spirit of the race must be carefully weighed against the consequences of failing. But I'm liking this. So now I could have like a relatively decent size here with a little sort of split level drop down to a dock eventually. And, you know, I've got this kind of sheltered bay. I'll have to Probably have to dig that out a bit deeper because it's probably not going to be deep enough for the ships necessarily. But I don't know if that's an ocean or not, but we definitely have access to quite a bit of water there, so that's good news. Sadly, we got a bunch of rocks. That's kind of a bummer. I can't do anything about them right now, but we'll just have to work around them. So I think maybe because we have rocks, we're gonna have to do the whole framing thing. And I don't normally build this way with the raised floors, but I guess I will this time around. I also need to figure out, when I do my eventual moat, I want to figure out where the world axes are, because I want to have nice and straight like what am I trying to say, trenches. So that'll be critical for later. So there's 3. And I'm thinking we'll be able to do maybe like a 5 or 6. For symmetry, 5 is kind of nice. But I'm going to have a relatively raised and large fire area. Because of the fire spread mechanic, I'm probably going to have a bit of trouble with that. So I'm going to need to be careful here. Guess we'll do that for now, and then we'll probably go ahead and throw some steps up the front so that we'll be able to get in. So if we start with a 5x5, we'll see how that goes. Like I say, I don't exactly know how well it'll work for the fire situation, because I can't remember how much space I need to leave to be safe from having anything light itself on fire. But I do think it's considerable, like probably more than a 2-meter piece. If that's the case, then we're not going to have a lot of floor plan left over once we actually get, you know, half of the center of the house bored out for a fire pit, but we'll see. We can always increase the... These aren't going into the ground, are they? Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so we're going to have to do some hoeing there to raise this up. If I can get it to go higher. We need to be higher. Not that high. Although that'll help me get this up, maybe. Make it blue. Very good. Okay. And then we can kind of level it down. A bit. And it stayed blue. Very good. L-shaped house? Well, that's part of what I want to do for the expansions. Like, I want to make it a little more organic. Like, we're going to start with a boring rectangle. I know it's... or a square, but... it'll eventually evolve into something a lot more interesting because... I'll have, you know, a new build piece or something that needs room, and then I'll be like, okay, cool, let's make like a kitchen wing, and then we'll work on like a blacksmith area, and to make room for all the upgrades and whatnot. I don't want to do like the, you know, the super efficiency thing where you like bury everything underground, because I feel like doing it that way is, I don't know, kind of not sticking with the role playing of it all. Like, I feel like, you know, it should look like it's supposed to be, if that makes sense. But anyway, we're probably gonna need to defend ourselves from some boar at some point here. I think we'll get a raid. Nothing major, but again, like, even 3 hits from a boar can kill me, so this is gonna get also very hard to see. So we will need to build torches all around this, because I'm not going to be able to see a dang thing. And then I'm definitely going to get raided because I'm going to have so many base items everywhere. But whatever. Like I say, we're working through the night because that's going to be beneficial to me. You know, I think based on... well, I asked him. And based on his VOD time, because he played longer than I did, he usually stays up later than me. You know, I'm like a early to bed, early wake up kind of guy. But I think he made it past me like to day 8 or something. And this is currently, I think, day 7. So I'm a day behind him still. You know, and if we can maybe get a decent house together quickly, we could potentially try to get Ecthir on day 8 to keep up with him. It's just, I'm not 100% sure I'll find him fast enough because we really did struggle with that. Okay, I'm gonna do the whole floor, then I'm gonna break the center down. Yeah, I gotta be careful now. The torches can light it on fire too, can't they? We're gonna break down the center and try to figure out a fire design. I feel like a central fireplace is probably best. Okay, see, this is my problem. My fumble button's so bad. Come here. Oh, I don't want to hit my tanning rack. I didn't really want to have to murder somebody in my new home, but I guess I do. So, for symmetry, it would be this one that we gotta put a fire in, but I know that that's not enough space. I'm certain of that. So I think, honestly, you know what, before we go too far, I should actually undo this. And we're gonna use the 1 meter pieces. So maybe that'll give me enough room to walk around it and still use the floor space. And I'll get a fire up in a second so it won't be cold. And I'll also be able to see. And then I gotta raise the ground a wee bit in the middle to get a fire that's somewhat level with the floor. Because I did do in my other run a drop-in fire that was low. And it was really annoying because I could never actually get in there to use it. It was frustrating. So with we're gonna put some small walls along here, I think, first. Which I can't even see. And then once we're done that, I think we can go ahead and raise the ground. Oops. We'll raise the ground and give us the ability to get the fire kind of closer to level. Did I do that wrong? They should have met up, right? Must have got a weird snap. I guess we could do this there. Like that. Must be something to do with where that snapped. Anyway, whatever. I want it to be neat. You know, like, I need a house that Mark Porter himself will be proud of. I hope he comes and sees this, and he's, like, very proud of me. Because we all know that, my builds have been not amazing. Years, or over the year that I've been playing this game. Okay. Resin is good for the wood. Yeah, okay. Resin is good for the wood. How so? You mean, like, to do something with it, or are you just making a general comment from real life? Like, of course, you know, keeping your wood nice and waxed. Okay, let's do a couple more of these so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so the idea is to raise that center area perfectly flat. And nice. We're gonna see if we can get this kind of... Oh boy, not that high. Maybe we'll have to play with this a bit. It's gonna be a bit of a tough thing to do. That's not bad. That's passable, honestly. I think I can live with that. Okay. Hopefully we didn't use all our... No? Okay, perfect. See, I think that will be safe. Oh, spilling the Greyling's blood in your house. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I think that's gonna work. I don't think we'll light any fires doing that. I guess it's to be, you know, TBD on that one, but... I think we're good. Now we need to do the, these guys. And I'm not necessarily doing it for cooking as much as I'm doing it for not raw, so I don't walk into the fire all the time. We'll just do 3. I know you can shove 5 in there, but it looks kind of crazy, so like we'll just keep it that. All right. I don't know why I'm kicking. Anyway, let's eat. Now, obviously we want to be near the spawn stones. We should be just up the hill there. We're gonna want entrances on at least the front and back for now. We're gonna probably later on do a like I said, like a side. Maybe we'll go over there for something, and then we'll go over here for something. We're probably gonna get rid of this house eventually. We'll have, you know, like an extension out the back here maybe. But for now, this is the basic house. So we'll just get our walls kind of started. We'll go around the outside too in a bit and we'll fix that up. It would be nice if I had the ability to use stonework as well, because I could make like a nice proper foundation, but it'll have to come later. And these extra doors will come later too. For now, we're sticking with a straight up, just front back door. We'll put some windows over here. And we're already safe compared to before. So now I think I want to go too high. I want to go too high because I don't want to introduce any major structural problems, but I learned my lesson last time that if you don't build high enough, you get like camera angle problems when you're in the house. It's just really jarring. So we'll leave a window. Maybe we'll decorate it a wee bit after. But I'm thinking this is probably going to be the wall height. And then we'll do some roof work. The center, I'm going to have to do like a chimney. I might need core wood for this because I want to kind of make it better supported in the center. I'm also debating whether we want windows back here. We might want to break one of these and do like a half wall up here like this and have like a little mini window. I think that might be nice. I'm thinking that's probably a good way to do it. That way I can at least see what I'm getting into when I go out the back door. Before we also get too far, we should make some steps here. In case we need to use it. You know, we might need to run up here to panic. I also... a 3-meter ceiling isn't bad. Oh no, I can't even get up this. That's not good. I need to make sure it snaps better. Why can't you snap on the top of that? Interesting. Snap off the top of... Why are you being annoying? Maybe we gotta ditch the... No, not that. Whoop. Let's put that back. And then let's ditch this for a minute. To get the stairs in. Off of this piece. There we go. And then we can put that little decorative piece back in there. Hopefully I can still walk up. No, I can't, huh? Well, that's frustrating. Can I do it in the front? I can't. Well, that's annoying. Alright, we're gonna have to live with it for now. It's just a little jump. It's not ideal. I'll fix that later. I'll have to do some, like, playing with the snaps. Yeah, the bar is a bit of a stop, isn't it? Alright, well, we'll fix that later. Maybe for, like, well, no, I do need to keep it somewhat symmetrical for now. I was gonna say maybe we could do, like, the window above the door on this side, but, that's fine. We'll just do this. Just like the other side. We'll go across. Okay. Alright, alright. 2-meter ceilings, decent. I would like to, hey, Tiny, yes, thank you. Appreciate that. I can't believe it. 100,000 views, right? Who'd have thought it? Certainly thought that the video would do better than previous ones, but I didn't think it could do that well. I'm, genuinely amazed. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support we've been getting. As I kick my torches. Anyway, so this is our house, but yeah, I appreciate it, man. Welcome in. Thanks for the, is that a super chat? I'm sorry, I'm kind of new. I don't know what the heck that means. I think it's a super chat, right? We're not going to have an upstairs, I don't think, in this house just now, yet. So, we'll kind of just, go ahead and start putting some roofing. I'm going to try to do, I don't exactly know how I want this to look. I feel like roof... does it look cooler when you do like a steep angle first and then a shallow angle after? To do some sort of like round top. Might look a little less boxy and traditional. We will need to do something about this. I guess we're gonna have a high roof there, so no, I'm gonna have to put this in here. I think. Our windows are a little small. But yeah, welcome in, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I was worried it wasn't gonna get to the 100,000 because I thought like, oh, it's really slowing down. You know, I'm gonna get so close and then just have it not do it. Steep shallow is kind of an arch. Yeah, that kind of looks like a little dome. That's cool. We'll go with it. Can this fit in there now? I have to make a ladder to get up there to Chai, but oh yeah, and it's still supported. It looks kind of goofy, but it's unique. We'll go for it. We could even do like a cool like cross here, and then I don't know, the little. No, that won't work. We'll have to play with that later. Biggest thing is we need a roof on here so that we just can move some stuff in here and actually, oh no, actually use it, you know? We'll just go for the basics. Like I say, this is going to get changed a lot. It's going to evolve over time. I think this base here near the spawn stones, because now that I have portals, is going to become the main hub all the time. Like I'm going to do my farming for the most part here. And, you know, honey and all that stuff. And then eventually, obviously we'll have to have other bases for the other biome farming and whatnot. But we'll get to that later. It's not a perfect structure, but it's going to be passable. It's a barn. It looks like a bit of a barn. Try the shallow peak at the top. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some. Is there a different one? Oh, you're right. 26. Okay, let's try that one out. We'll try that out in a second. I don't think I've ever used that one. I don't even know how well the smoke's gonna vent, because I'm hoping that it'll just go right out the spot at the top, and I can just go put a little top hat on it at the end. Let's try the shallow. Like you suggested here. Much better. I think that looks much more. Well, it looks. The curve is maintained. Let's say it. Now, this is a bit of a concern. I don't know if there's enough structural integrity here. We're getting kind of red. So that's our chimney. I guess once we add some of the walls up, maybe it'll strengthen up a bit. Well, Tiny Lord, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. I think he is at least, you know, a solid day or two more ahead of me. The plan today is to maybe go find Ecthier and consider fighting him pretty soon. I wanted to get a house built because unlike him, I actually have to fear the raids a little bit. And essentially rushing and killing Ecthier would have simply just made for my life to be miserable. Maybe we can have an extra little window there. Like that. And then these guys. Kind of get in there and then I think that's where I gotta put one of these, right? Ta-da! Beauty. It is such a barn. I basically built a barn. Yeah, I think I will do some core wood beams along the back. I want to try to make things a little more fancy this time. I don't want to get like too crazy because this, you know, it'll. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that one. Sorry. It'll turn into a situation where I like don't make any progress because I just keep building. But already I can say that this is a step up from previous work. It's basically not me just like living in the first house I find. And it's watertight and would pass a building inspection. And although it's not going to be very raid proof at this time, it can be made that way. So I think we're doing good. Just gotta finishing touches here. Perfect. That's good. That's good enough, I think. Thanks, Tiny. Yeah, it is a beautiful barn. Or sorry, thanks, Thomas. But yeah, fair point. We got to be more careful than Caper. All right. Well, guess only thing left to do is to kind of make it a bit of a useful space. So we'll go and start moving some things over. The bed, well, we'll have to have a bedroom for now, like over here in this corner or something. I'd like to improve that a little bit. I need storage. We're gonna have to do a lot of storage work. Maybe an entire shelf storage over in a corner like here. I do think that I could probably get away with be like putting that there, and then if I do a couple of these, can I fit a chest under and above? Yeah, that'll work. And we can just do a couple of these so they look a little nice. Oh no, apparently not. Oh, there we go. Okay, very good. Maybe even a 3 high right up against the window. Probably be nice. And this can be storing some of our materials later. And we could do like a matching one over here or something. Sloan said he makes the caper rabbit of this fable. Indeed, he is the rabbit and I am the hare. I must be extremely careful. Because, of course, death for me is just so punishing compared to him. It's like, you know, his death is a mere nuisance. Mine can be damn near unrecoverable. Yeah, I know I can definitely do that. I think I will later, Thomas, once I get into like a little more of a like optimized base, but this is just aesthetically pleasing like that. This could be better against the wall though. Gotta get that right tight. Right tight up against the wall. Not clipping. Just. Okay. Let's go move our upgrades and everything. The tanning rack probably doesn't need to be in the house. I always thought that it was funny that do that. But I prefer to have it like outdoors. I feel like right there is good. It'll go through the wall. It'll do its thing. And the chopping block can be like right here. I got a bit of a rock in my foundation, which is nice. Right now, this is bad. There were like gophers and skunks and whatnot would be going right under there and living in the basement underneath my house. So we wouldn't really want that in real life, but for now we'll keep it. Maybe we'll come back later with some rock and make it look nicer. Chopping area. Maybe we could have like a little wood camp out here, you know. We'll go and grab like a 50 stack and just chuck that right there, you know, like we're maybe a couple of them. That's where we're working on the woodwork, you know, cutting wood. These can go ultimately, and we'll probably need to make a few more. Smelting, if we get to that later today, I don't know, maybe this side would start to be a smelting area, something along those lines. Yeah, so now that I left room, I think I could put another row of chests perhaps right here as well for, you know, workbench stuff. Like leather and all those goodies. Get this to snap. All right. Is that floating? It may be floating a little bit. That's okay. No big deal. Only we know. And then, I like the little borders. I think it just makes it look like real shelves. And we can, of course, later on add a lot more. Need to. I wonder if I can get this in there. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Totally can. It's like integral to the workbench. Wonderful. Whatever. Okay, so in here, flint, feathers, resin, I guess, because we can use that for fire arrows. Yeah, I will have to leave some room for the forge. I don't quite love the lack of support here very much. I feel like we need to get a snap that's better than this, though. Kind of eyeballed it. Ah, see, that's drafty. Can't have that. We gotta get it off of the door. But I need to do like the shift place. I need to stand at a better spot to see it too. Sure. Whatever, that works. And we'll kind of do the same here. Not bad. Not bad. Now it looks like it won't fall down. Right? Same on this deal. We gotta fix that up. It's not gonna be okay. Structurally, it's just I can't live with it. Need to stand where I can see it though. Get her in there nice and easy. Okay, good enough. Same deal here. Just like that. Perfect. Looks reasonable. No, one doesn't rush into the swamp. Caper's on a Hail Mary speedrun, is he? Okay, well, you know what? Oh, great. That's kind of awful timing. I was about to say, let's go look for Ecthier. Rain makes that a little bit more annoying. I'll try to find him because again, like, I went in the direction. I may have gotten slightly off my line. But I ended up getting into that black forest, right? Which, I wonder if we can do something here to make like another hidden wood stack or something on the top. But that just doesn't look right at all. I get one under here though, that might work. Yeah, it's okay. We can do that. Got an extra lot of wood there, so that's good. Food. We're gonna have to make a food chest over there. Oh, boy. We're gonna have to cook some food too. Really? Maybe our food chest will be these back ones. Oh, yeah. Also, we're gonna need to deal with that. Okay, meat's on the bottom. Veggies in the middle, I guess. Veggies. Guess that's a veggie. And fruits on the top? Something like those lines. Seeds? I don't know for now what we're gonna do with seeds. I don't really care about them all that much. This stuff can move over. Oh boy. What do we got in there too? We got a whole bunch of junk. We're gonna have to get up on the roof though and sort out our chimney. You taught Caper how to cover his fire from the rain, yeah. You can snap a longer bar under the... Yeah, you're right. I should do that for the door frame. Very good. We'll do that. For aesthetics. Okay, put away the berries. Now, crafting stuff. We got leathers. I'll put the heads in here for now. Even though I know boar heads are of no use, really. They will come in handy later when I use them for decorating and stuff. Old clothing. Perhaps like a foot locker. Right now. Until I can get a better situation for that. Old clothing and old tools. Feathers are for crafting. I'll probably put the wood somewhere different, but I don't want to get too crazy right now with the MAGA organizing because it's all going to change. But that's our other equipment, so we'll make sure to bring that over. Basically, that was it. Okay. And break that bed. Didn't sleep yet, did I? So I gotta clean this bed, at the very least. If I do die, and the run ends, the hardcore run ends, at least we'll spawn here, although the thing's right there, so it doesn't really matter. Torch. We'll keep one bedside torch, for sure. And, again, in here, nothing to stack. Resin. And I guess, keep one torch on. Keep the used torch on me. I'll put the new torches in. Oh, I have one. Alright. Apparently I'm a torch collector. I tend to do this because I just can't let things go, you know? A treasure box could go over here, perhaps. That's probably... This is probably a forge corner, though, later or something, but... We need a treasure box. Okay. And a wood box could go up there, I guess. Since most of the stuff we're gonna do with it is gonna be here for now. Set up on there. And until I have a place for them, seeds can go in there too. Done. I think we're pretty well organized. Now actually we do need to use... Oh no. Oh. Well, the alignment's not the best. It's okay. We need to get up there though and fix this roof situation. Take some of this wood. Don't need any of this anymore. Keep the little cabin for the moment. That's like the guest house. You know, in case visitors come. Maybe Caper will come into my world one day and I'll just be like, that's where you stay. I think I can walk on these roofs too, right? Oh, these ones. Yeah, perfect. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I guess we're gonna have to do like, maybe we can just do center supports here. And then some sort of like, no, that won't work. This is not gonna be strong enough, I don't think. I don't think it's gonna be okay. I could do this, maybe. I have a feeling that's just gonna break. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, have we potentially built beyond our means? We might need to use that core wood, huh? I don't think there's much I can do to improve that situation. So I have to do the core wood up the center or something. I was gonna do that anyway. Like, you remember in my other run, I had core wood like corner posts. I really liked those. Like, they went up like this. Now they're gonna go into the ceiling. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, torch. I'm glad I saved that before it burned. You think so? Okay, yeah. For now, that might be all we can do, Thomas. Because I don't really want to get into like a big core wood plan. Because at this time, is my hammer broken? Oh, bugger. At this time, I don't have enough of it to like actually do what I want to do, and I don't want to leave it like partially done. All right, so I'm surprised I haven't gotten a raid. To be honest, like, kind of crazy. We're no longer. Like, we've been playing for 47 minutes, and I thought that pretty much raids always happen. So you're just saying we just go and do, like, a 26er off of here, like this? Kind of thing? Could do maybe just, like, this. This. And it doesn't look very good. I could do, like, a little pole here. Perhaps. There, you know, looks supported now, at least. Follow the slope of the roof. But won't it, oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, okay. But wouldn't that look, well, Oh, I get it, yeah, okay. You think that's enough for smoke? I'll trust you on this. I don't have any smoke detectors. There, but it looks intentional now. Like someone propped it up, like a little pop open, like on the top of a trailer. Very nice. Is that gonna do it? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I got a high enough ceiling. Hey, X Controls, welcome in. Controllers, sorry. How are you? Thanks for coming, Mark Maddox. Hey, put 4 poles on the corners of that section and then have 1 elevated roof side. Yeah, I was just about to do that, and I'm at the max build height. So I could only get the 4 posts in, and then the roof started to fall apart. So we need some core wood supports. Our barn is at max capacity for the normal wood, apparently. That's okay. We do have core wood. We just don't have enough. I'm going to need to cook, and I'm going to need to get stones eventually, because I'm going to need more than I've got. Yeah, the max build height really got me there. We'll cook like 4 of them, and then we'll do a full. That'll be enough to get us 6 and 6. We have plenty of honey, so we'll probably just put a few away. Honey is not a fruit nor a vegetable, so I'm not exactly sure. The veggie box feels like it'll have less stuff over time. So we'll just put it in. What does one consider honey? Not a meat. I guess it's just a carbohydrate. Mainly sugar, right? Ah, thanks. I'm happy you enjoyed the video. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, that was a fun one to make. Now we're into the more serious stuff. We're into the serious business here. So you survive the hardcore. So I don't know if you understand the premise of this, because maybe you didn't see the last spot. But basically, I'm racing against my friend CaperCafe, who runs the channel with me. We run the channel together. And I'm on hardcore with double resources and fire spread on. He is on normal mode with regular resources and fire spread on. I have no map. So we're racing to see who can beat the game first. But we're doing it like a... it's like a Tour de France is what we're calling it. It's basically so... you know, first one to get to each boss, I suppose, is like a leg in the race kind of idea. And I think I'm currently behind, but I have a pretty nice barn, and I don't think he does, so... I think, you know, there's points for that at least. And we skipped the nights. We're just... Or sorry, we didn't skip the nights, because we're working hard to get this done. Kind of adding some windowsills, just a little bit, why not? Just make it look cool. But yeah, so basically, we're going to try to release videos. Oops. That didn't quite turn out. Yeah, whatever. We're going to try to release videos kind of like monthly once we get going to summarize major portions of the race. So I'm trying to beat Ecthier tonight if I can find him. But I couldn't even find him last game. And he's definitely, either he's beat it or he knows where it is. We're also not watching each other's VODs to not spoil it. So I know roughly how long he played. He played for 8 days. I don't know if it was the beginning or the end of 8 days, and I think I'm about to wake up on day 8 or 9. So I may have already been falling behind here, but it was necessary for me to get a base built because of the raids. To just keep me relatively safe. So like right now I feel as if I will probably be okay. I should probably build like some stake walls and whatnot to just kind of give me a bit of space. That might be like the last thing we do here. I know I said I'd keep the guest house, but it's kind of in... I guess we can kind of... But... Alright, Thomas, yeah, no problem. Thanks for being here anyway. Okay. Let's see if I can get a bit of a perimeter going. Actually, you know what? No. I'm not going to do this in the dark because I'm going to just screw it up and they're going to be all floating everywhere. We'll do that after. I just want to think if there's anything else I could be working on. I don't really want to sleep because I want to try to maximize my time. I think we will need to demo this house eventually. We have some porch lights. The barn is decent. Yeah, exactly. As soon as I beat Ecthier and I have the pickaxe, that's the plan. We'll make a moat. We'll make a moat and we'll make a small raised earth wall around it so that we can protect ourselves from the raids. You know, they'll all just fall in. Eventually, too, down here, you know, we'll have like a dock area. Dredge this out maybe a little bit to make sure that we have enough depth for the boats. But I have no idea right now, like, where Ecthier even is, so we need to go and find that out. And as soon as it's daytime, I guess that's what we'll go do. We can go up there now and like get the point. Spawn zones are right here. This is like the home base, where we'll eventually farm and everything great. And what we did last time, you know, was the old let it show me where to go. And I must go this way. So I'll do the, not that, do the building piece. Align it. This. And we'll go in that direction. I think I got off my line last time somehow. My road's there, so like it wasn't too bad. But I got off the line somewhere. It would be cool if you could get buckets of water. That would be nice. If you could have a well. It would be cool. I mean, I'm close enough to the water there. If I dig deep enough, there'll be water for sure. At the bottom. But right now I think kind of stuck without it. So our bee situation also needs to be sorted. I guess I could move them to like hang off of my house. What if I do like a little bee post? Will that work? Always got to get the honey first. I think I learned my lesson one time. I broke it and I didn't pull the honey out first and then you didn't get the honey or something along those lines. That was a bit annoying. Let's see. Can that go on there? They're sleeping. Doesn't mean they're unhappy. That's kind of like a defense too. Right, if anybody comes up in front door and they just start bugging my bees, then the bees are gonna give them a smacking. So, where did I position it? Sort of like almost the middle. Okay. I'm gonna smash my head off of that now every time I try to go. Bees. They're not perfect. It's okay. I can live with that. And these bees can be on this corner. And, you know, our defenses are beginning. Our bee defenses. They're not the best defense, but they're definitely something. Okay. This has got to go. I'll give it something to do for a minute until the sun comes up. It's in my way. Wanted to maintain it, but the guest house has to go. Just drive me nuts. It's okay, because we'll be able to do some additions later for... Like I said, I was saying at the beginning, like I'm planning on doing a new like wing for the house for like different things. So like once we get, you know, more stuff we need to build, we can just blow out a wall and add some extensions. All right. Guess we probably need a torch. Can't really see what I'm doing. All around. But at least if I lost at night, I'll see it. Yeah, well maybe that would be what we'll do, right? It'll get like it'll become a longhouse because I'll just have to keep extending it out. I think like one of the additions will go to the side and we'll probably extend in the back a bit because we'll actually be putting in dock eventually. To the point where we can at least have a somewhat semi-protected dock area. How come I lost all my honey? Alright. One extra honey, then the other meats, whatever. I guess that means if I get stuck, I'll have stamina in a pinch. I'm just waiting for day now, and then we're going to start trying to find Ecthyr. I don't know if I can do any upgrades. Got lots of leather. Maybe I can. What do I need for these? It's always the bones, huh? Yeah. Bones is the problem. Can upgrade the club, though. Oh, no, can't. That's a build a club. I don't want to build it. I could build some more wood arrows in case. That way I'll make sure not to use all my good ones. I only have 2 bones. Fortunately, I don't think I can do it. No. Alright, bones are going to be another thing we got to try to get. Built the Jarl's Longhouse in Whiterun. Oh, that's awesome. 5 hours? Holy crap. That's not too bad, though, really. I like, yeah, I mean, Skyrim's a great inspiration for this. You could certainly build a lot of cool things. Stagbreaker, what do I need for that? 5, 20, and 2. I think I have enough for that. I think I do. Maybe we'll build a Stagbreaker. If we see a, you know, if we see a crypt, burial chamber, I mean, hop on in. Might be worth it. Could be a bit dangerous, of course. Definitely dangerous. Leave a little bit of wood. don't know if I actually want to bring Stag Breaker out with me. There's an error, the resin. Did it just say it was daytime? Day 9. Okay. Stag Breaker, you stay at home for now because I don't want to lose you in case I die. Swedish mythology. Yeah, I agree. It's great. Alright. Let's get some resin. Let's get some wood. That's gonna let me build torches and I need to. I don't have enough materials for building a lot of campfires, so we'll build a couple of sighting torches. I have to redo my sight line because I think I moved my build piece around. But I mean, it's essentially right behind here, right? The fader stone. Right off the fader stone. And that, see, that's where my building, or my road was, right here. So where did I get off the road? Oh, well, this is obvious. That's where I got off the road. So clearly I ended up here, and I guess I just never corrected after I went down this ditch. Well, that's a pretty big mistake, because now I'd say we're more accurately on the line. I did a bunch of tree work over there. All right, let's do a sighting torch here so I don't get lost. We'll just do one for now, just in case. This will keep me. I know it's not going to burn forever, but we'll keep it loaded in case I get myself lost. Always the biggest problem in a hardcore run, getting lost. And you run into all these little saplings everywhere and they're in your way. And that doesn't take long and all of a sudden you're all turned around, and that's exactly what happened, right? I think I started logging there to get a birch and then I just resumed walking not on the right line. Probably because of all these valley interruptions, but I was like way the heck over there. How am I planning to mark your way? Yeah, all through this. All through pathing. And yeah, I guess it's a bit of a spoiler, I died. But it wasn't getting lost that killed me that time. Yeah, exactly. It's a combination of pathing and clearing crap. I mean, I'm gonna need a lot of wood later, and I'll probably just clear out a giant path to the areas of interest. I don't really think Ecther's gonna be very valuable to me after I kill him the first 1 or 2 times. I might kill him twice just for like to get the extra trophy for decorating and whatnot. If I die, my hardcore permadeath run ends, and the race will just carry on in this world. And then I'll eventually like do a run 5 for the permadeath. I'm still convinced that, you know, I'll do this until I'm like 100 trying to beat permadeath hardcore. And the game just gets longer and harder as I go. But I'm not like gonna restart the race. Although it'll effectively be that for me in a lot of ways, because I'll have lost all my items. And CaperCafe is on normal, so he's just gonna like... I'm sure he's gonna die many times, right? I mean, in my Magic only run, I died quite a lot because I was taking risks, but also like the further into the game I got, obviously the more dangerous it got. He'll experience all that now. And he'll just die and lose a bit of skill and be a bit frustrated, and I'll be basically skillless and itemless and having to use my old tier gear. So as much as I'd like to rush and try to stay ahead of him, I gotta be careful. It's really risky for me to do that, right? Like, the risks outweigh the reward. Dying now isn't such a bad deal, like a big deal, because I don't have much anyway. Other than I'm still trying to do this permadeath run, right? But I don't really want to die. That wouldn't be the best. So we gotta be careful, but like, you know, if we're gonna risk it a little bit now, that's fine. I think that's my other path. And this is my new path over here, right? So I'm not far off of it. I do think we've accidentally got a little off this line again. Yeah, I'll stay in this world for the race. Yeah, totally. I don't for the permadeath, no. I delete everything. I delete my world, I delete my character. I've done that now 3 times. So, that, I mean, that obviously makes it difficult. Oh yeah, Spear's great. I didn't really leverage it enough in my other playthroughs. I really struggled hitting things with it. Last time I streamed though, I was very prompt on getting my fine wood bow. Because I just, you know, whatever, it's not that hard to do, and I knew that that was probably something that Caper wouldn't do. So I had one little advantage. Because I will use that, probably. I might not use it against Ecthir, but I guess we're just gonna have to bite the bullet here and just get off the line for a minute. Get our club skill working for when we get to the swamps later. My line would have been kind of like here. Ish. This is the problem when you hit a body of water. I'm having a bit of hard time. Yeah, Spear's just got so much utility, right? I love it against boars, because if you miss, they still come flying after you. Like this. Ow. I'm bad at dodge rolling boars, because I can't really, like, you know, I can't see how they're going to attack, because it's a linear attack. I always talk about this, like, it's pretty easy to dodge a punch when they swing like a great big wind-up, but when a boar just gets you like a stab motion, I have a hard time dodging it. I should just dodge backwards, I suppose. But yeah, so what happened last time was like I pathed obviously over there instead, and I had hit a black forest. I'm like, what the heck? Like, is Ecthir on the other side of a black forest? That's really unfortunate. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. We just were on the wrong line. We just gotta hope that it's up here somewhere. We didn't get in here too far. I kinda just ran around in a bit of a flailing around a little bit because I was getting angry about it and I couldn't find it. Well, not angry, but just a little frustrated. We do need to be careful. I will get lost. I need to leave sighting torches occasionally because it's just going to be so easy for me to get caught up with, you know, things chasing me or whatever, and be looking at night for this. If I get here at night, I'm in big trouble. Because I am close to a black forest, and I don't want to be here at night at all. But if we find Ecthir, I'm not too worried. Like, I think I can take him. I'm from Canada. I'm from Ontario, Canada, but I currently live in Quebec. I do not speak French very well. A little bit. The gods really hate you, then Ecthir can be on the other island. Oh, that would be awful, Mark. I really hope that's not what happens. But I wouldn't be surprised. Although Caper, like, he sent me a screenshot saying, haha, I found Ecthir. Why is it so hard? Like, he put a community post. We're taunting each other, right? I plan to do the same if I get anywhere tonight. Oh, this is cool. A village. And boar that I might be able to easily trap if I want. Oh, wood stacks too. Nice. Well, this is a handy little spot. I could even stay here tonight if I need to because I can't get back or something. Oh, hello. I know blocking, like, hardcore blocking is kind of a, I don't know, it's like a, you can use it, but only in the biome after your, like, the previous biome, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't think I can block even a skeleton very well right now with Meadows tier gear. Oh, nice, Sweden. Cool. Well, so this game is, like, totally right up your alley, I bet. I really like it. Never been to the Nordic countries. I've been to Germany a lot of times for work. I've never made it up to Sweden yet, though. Love to. One of those places that I think is close enough to Canada in most ways that would probably feel really nice. I believe you guys have a little better quality of life than us, though. But the things in the world today, the way they're going, it's like, oh man. Okay. Did I check that one? Yeah. Alright. We'll path right through here. But this could be a good place to make as like an outpost if I need to. Yeah, that's right. They are Swedish. True. And they have a lot of little Swedish things like the midsummer whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right? The thing. The maypole. Maypole. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can do this here. I need to get it close enough to get a rested buff inside. Put it like right here. Hopefully I won't start a massive forest fire. And hopefully I can sit here and get rested. Shelter and rested. Nice. Just completed it after 48 attempts. Deathless blind with no hints. Wow. Grimmy Bear. Who is Grimmy Bear? You're in the US, but yeah, okay. Well, hey, no hard feelings, man. It's all just political nonsense. It'll blow over eventually. Obviously, America and Canada are so intertwined. I mean, I go to the States for work quite a bit. I have lots of friends there. I love it. Yeah, so all good. But yeah, hey Jay, that's crazy. So who is this guy? Is he a YouTuber? Can I watch his run and learn how to be better at this game? Unfortunately, I don't really want to path through the berries. Let's go around the berries. But come on now, Ekthir, where the heck are you? It's getting a bit late. I'm gonna have to start going back. Getting lost at night, just not fun. And I'm getting curiously close to the Black Forest, so, well, I assume anyway. That's not where I want to be. Another village? Holy crap. That's cool. Okay, double village. Lots of boars. Undoubtedly lots of boars and berries. I mean, there's nothing really stopping me from staying the night here. Okay, I'll have to check them out, Jay. Some items and mobs are Swedish too. Yeah, I think I read that. Well, like motor is a Swedish word for mother, right? I guess I could have just come down the coast and easily found this area. It's pretty cool to have two villages right next to each other. Guess we're staying the night here. Probably. Maybe just take a quick look over here, though. We'll take the coast route now, so we don't get lost. Motor, fader, mother, father. Gotcha. Hate to have to kill your mother and your father. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, Ekthir, where in the hell are you? Why are you being such a butt? Such a pain in the ass. I'm gonna be back into Black Forest, probably. Oh, that's not it, I don't think. Looks like a lot of meadows, so that's good. I guess the Black Forest is more inland where I went before. How's our time? Getting dark. Oh boy. Well, let's go a little further just to get a little bit more visibility here. Then we'll go back and sleep in the village, I guess. It's probably up in the forest, and I don't want to be wandering in there at night. I'll get so lost. Hey, is that a Leviathan? Or is that just a rock? Just a rock. That's a mountain. There's the Black Forest. Okay. So, interesting. It's gotta be either up in here somewhere Or I just completely screwed up the line again. Oh, man. Oh, there it is. I think that's it. That must be it. Unless it's just a bore stone, but it looks a bit different to me. Oh, baby, that's it. Okay. Woo! All right. All right. Man, that one was pretty far from spawn. I might manage my stamina a bit better here. That's pretty far from spawn. That is cool. Where's my village? Down there? Dodged it this time. Oh no, you got the low ground, which is somehow powerful in this game. Alright, I'm getting a bit lost, so I'm gonna just go down to the coast and make sure I can find my village. We know where it is now. Even if I don't 100% have a path to it, I'll find that again. Oh yeah, okay, no problem. No problem, we did it. So, back there tomorrow, I guess. We have the base. We're relatively ready. The base could be a little better. But we kind of want a pickaxe to do that. Suppose this could be our place to sleep tonight. Or do we just go for home? Do we have everything we need to do? No, we don't have any trophies though. Home's pretty far and it's getting late. We should hunt these deer. See if we can get the trophies here. There were a couple over here, right? If I can get 2 trophies close by, then we'll be set. It's a neck. A neck. I hear you, dear. There's one. There's 2. Possibly even 3. Yeah, I could probably make the time running home. You're right. I mean, as long as I don't get lost on my path. Alright, let's do it. I think we pathed our way in. Got enough rested buff. It's risky, but I think we can do it. We were pretty close. The line wasn't too far off. I don't think I have to worry too much at night, even in the meadows. It's true, I could take the coast home. You're totally right, Jay. Although, I have fallen for that trick before, though. If the coast is not exactly linear and it starts going like off to the that way, and then all of a sudden I'm not where I think I am. Maybe we'll take the coast tomorrow in the morning back here and see if it actually does come to the villages. I can't see how it wouldn't, but I've been confused before. So far it does seem to be almost all right there, so fairly safe. We do have to go around this gigantic river area delta thing. But yeah, I'm in fairly familiar territory here. Black Forest definitely over there. Not too risky. I'm not close to it, so I should be relatively safe even at night. We have a torch. Because this game gets dark. That's one thing I love about this game. Like, you know, some games, darkness isn't even really that dark. But not in this game. It's dark. It's realistic, that one. God, man. My stamina is just awful. Even rested, I feel just brutal. I got so used to high stamina in my other run because I basically didn't... Like, I knew I would die if anything hit me, essentially, so I just played with high stamina foods all the time, and it was, like, amazing. Now I'm back to the more hardcore, friendly, 2 health, 1 stamina way to play, and oh man. Guy's got no lungs. Oh, little sighting torches are fine. They're, like, a little bit comfortable. You know, it makes me comfortable. This, I think this is definitely what screwed me up. We did have something cool happen where I, like, knocked this tree down and killed a deer. But this ravine really messed up my sight lines. Which, again, I don't know. I don't even know if this is path 1 or 2 at this point. Alright, let's go for the giant throw. Nailed it! Cool. Well, we're behind him, for sure. But we're moving now. We know what to do now. Home sweet barn. Oh my god. It's a barn. It literally is just a barn. Oh no, I forgot to take you down. You're leaving any remnants. These. Have you been making honey? Nice. Nice. What do you think, Jay? You think Mark would be proud of my first build? It might just have to turn into a barn later. The steps don't work, annoyingly. I'm gonna have to do some work on it. I gotta like snap that one. Maybe I can do it like a teeny bit lower because it just keeps bumping me when I try to get in. Although it might actually stop the baddies also. But I think if we like shift click drop it lower, this might do it. I can't get the... How do I turn the snaps off? The Q, is it? Q to E? I don't remember. Maybe we're just going to leave it out. Yeah, we'll just leave it out. Just no beam. No beam here. You like what I've done with the hives? Yeah, nice, yeah? They're like my defenses. Shift for no snaps. Yeah, that's what I was trying there, but it wasn't quite working out. Okay, what have we brought home? Got some meats. We got some fruits. Cheese. Got resin. Definitely got wood. Boar stuff. Got some treasures. Where's the treasures? The treasures were here, I thought. Yep. Our foot locker is all our torches. Just gonna keep that. We gave away all our honey, though. That's one of the problems I always do. Got a decent amount of honey already building up. It's good. I'm gonna probably have to cook some more meat, but let's do that. We'll just do like 2 more of each to balance it out with... I mean, ultimately, there's no real benefit to not cooking deer meat, is there? Can't do anything with raw deer meat, but I do need to keep the raw boar meat. And repair up. I would have liked to get some bones to do a few more upgrades, but I think Ecthier is doable with just this. I'm going to use a couple of campfires on him, I think, right off the start. Do need to get some more stones. Try to get the sneak attack with campfires. And then I'll just have to fight him with the spear and the bow, I guess. Yeah, okay, well. Probably... True. I think I could, if I have the right stuff. I used my core wood on Stagbreaker like a fool, though. Yeah. I used my core wood like an idiot on Stagbreaker. I should have upgraded my bow. That would have been smart. I got excited because I could build something and I built Stagbreaker instead. I could go get core wood easily, but I don't think one level of it's going to make a big difference in the end, right? I think if I die against Ecthier, then I have degraded. And I should be better. I might screw it up. I'm not saying I won't. I think last time we spent a lot more time getting stronger, and I probably had like crazy troll armor and everything, because I just did things out of order last time. Anyway, I just want to get some stones. Use up this time. I'm going to definitely spam fires under him. Found that was extremely effective. Takes a big chunk of his health out, just kind of shortens the fight a bit. Hello, dear. Can't go too crazy and go too far away from home either, though. Usually find stones on the rocks, on the slopes. I find. Hey, Belle. What you saying? Come here. Block training. Come on. Block and club training. Yeah, whatever. Alright. It's enough for 5 fires, so that should be fine. With the burning stacking and everything. We'll just try to nail him with a bunch of that. And then we'll maybe do some spear and bow fighting with them. I don't know how we'll do it exactly, but let's take them out tomorrow. Get our pickaxe, get our power, and then if we have the time, we might do a bit more digging into the Black Forest, but I'm a bit worried I'll get a raid like immediately. So I don't know if I can up my comfort level at all here. Let's see. Do have some fine wood. Guess we go ahead and bench and a chair. Chair by the bed. Does a stool count as a separate item? I don't know if it does, huh? I think bench and stool are the same, right? Do a banner too, maybe, but what is the red banner? Bench or chair, okay. Red banner needs raspberries, right? Where'd I put those? A red banner for Team Red. I am Team Red. Andrew is Team Blue. Caper. Where to put it? Outside, I suppose. Although I need my comfort to still work. So we'll do it. It'll be visible from the coming in on a ship or something. We'll have eventually more than one. Alright. Get that comfort up. Put a carpet. Good point. You're right. Totally do a carpet as well. Thank you for that. Welcome in. Like a back door mat. You know, when you walk in, like a welcome mat. Not for deer, of course. They might be scared by this, but a welcome mat for people. Yeah, okay. That's 15 minutes comfort now. Good news. That's gonna basically get us through the rest of the day. Just make sure we're good. Let's go. Can the table... I'm out of fine now. We'll do the table next time. Onward! Yeah, you know what? I said I was gonna take the coast, but like... There's a chance if I do that I actually won't find it again. But let's just go this way. I gotta get there with great haste. So we have lots of daylight. Take them out and get home. I don't really care about you, Grayling. Hopefully I don't have to worry about another rested buff for this fight. I suppose if we're less than 8 minutes, that's what we'll have to do, though, by the time we get there. Oh, gather wood for fires. Yes, good idea. Totally. Thanks for the warning. What would I do without you guys? That's what you're doing. That would have been tragic. Hey, me. I guess we are fighting. Oh, I hate not having stamina. Terrible. Played Valheim for over 20 servers, hard mode, but never without a map or portals. Ah, yeah, it's awful, isn't it? No map and portal is no joke. 30 wood. That's decent. I think it's only 2 per fire, so we should be set. Yeah, Apostolis. That is, I think, the biggest struggle with this. Again, because I'm up against Caper, who does have map. Like, the hard combat, whatever, right? You can learn, like, it's not like they have smarter AI or anything, right? Like, they hit harder, and they're a bit faster, and whatnot. And you do a bit less damage. That's all manageable. The no map, though, terrible. The death penalty in this type of race, also terrible. The fact that I'll lose everything, including, you know, items and skills, and he will not lose anything, really, and just some skills, makes for a really tricky situation for me. I'll have to be very careful, and essentially now is the time to take risks, because dying much later on is going to be even more difficult. Like, I have double resources, though, which is the only thing that I did to kind of make it a little less disgusting. So if I am killed, at least, you know, there's a chance for me to regain my stuff. As quickly as possible, I guess. I'm just hoping that Ecthyr doesn't somehow kill me. It's deep in the frickin' forest, which is kind of frustrating. It's going to be a bit hard to maneuver in there. I may have to drag him out. Fight him in this village or something. Or the next one. It's nice when it's out in the open, in the plains, because at least you got a little bit more room to dodge around. And it's really for the camera to be able to see him. Yeah, boar farm, wolf farm. I will probably want to do wolves for sure. The boars, with double resources, the boars get a little less important. Because it's not too hard to gather more. Alright, I guess... Oh yeah. I guess we have a bit of a path here already. So let's just hope that I don't get lost just this little bit. In doubt, I go to the coast. Yeah, you guys gotta go there. Ah, see, I can't time it when they're attacking me straight on. Yeah, dude, you need the meat in another biome. True. Yeah, I know I need a lot of boar meat for sure. Oh, did I not bring the deer heads? Oh, I'm so dumb. Wow. Idiot. Oh. Well, I guess we're hunting here now, damn it. Oh. Fool. You don't win races making that kind of... Oh, shit. You don't win races making that kind of mistake, do you? Come on, deer head. Yes. That's one. Ooh, triple mushroom drop. Did I get 2 for that? No. Double resources doesn't count for trophies. This is how I end up getting lost. Right? Because I forgot what I needed. Is that a wolf? Or I mean no. Oh. Oh. Hey. Don't run. Don't run. Especially up there. Black Forest is up there. Honestly. Should probably just run home and get it. Less chance of not getting it. I could kill like 5 deer in a row now and get nothing. Yeah, they'll come back. Yeah, I know. We'll just chill for a minute. See if we can find anything over here. Oh, I can't believe I forgot those. So silly. We'll kill a few necks. Take out my anger. Plus, I don't want them here anyway when I'm fighting. They'll just annoy me. And we'll need necktails too for later. Oh, oh. Come on. Alright, just chill there. Come on. No, I don't think I got one there. 10%, yeah. I got lucky on that first one. It was a bit of a, it was like a lucky temptation, right? Is that a boar or is that a deer? Boar. Ah. Can't believe you did that. Can't believe it. Oh, 50%? Okay, those odds are much better. Alright, with 50% odds, I'm more comfortable just trying to do it here. Just need to get lucky and see a couple more. There's one. Okay. It's a pretty far throw, so we'll get a little closer. Get our sneak up. Also can't get lost. This is a big risk for me. I don't think I'm going to be able to throw it through all those trees. Try it. Nailed it. I also have a bow. I don't know why I'm not using that. Hey. Come on. Yeah. Okay, we're in business. Let's do this. So much for our rested buff. Guess we're gonna have to go re-rest up over here now. But that's fine. Still got lots of time. Just go in here again. I'll just tow a little area. Again, fire spread. Not to be underestimated. Set so many fires. I will make troll clothes totally. Eventually, and the probably skip most of the bronze armor except for the helmet. And yeah, I'll do the cape. I'll probably just do a deer skin cape since it doesn't really matter. I'll have, well, whatever. If I have the troll armor eventually, I mean, there's not a whole lot of uses for it, unfortunately, after you get your full set armor, it seems. Okay, here we go. Let's get this going. Should have plenty of time, right? We lost about 10 minutes. Maybe. Probably got about another 10. So, the plan. Spam fires and then kind of a bit of both. Use the the bow and the spear. Yes, that hurt you. Big time. Come here. Some of my fire's back here. Ow. Couldn't get away from that one. What? I was way off of that line, I thought. Again? No way. I shouldn't have been hit. Gotta be careful here. Getting a little sweaty here for a minute. Whew. Can't see you in all these trees. I don't think you can dodge that one, can you? You just have to get out of the way of that one. Ah, but that one I should be doing better dodging. Okay. Halfway. Jesus. Grayling, get out of here, man. Can't hide behind the rock for that, I guess. Oh, these trees. So hard for me to see. You're almost dead there, bugger. Ow. Slow on the dodge. Okay. Bit of a mess. Wasn't exactly clean, guys. But we did it. Whew, yeah, I don't know how... will the shield block them on hardcore? It's always hard to know. Always worried that it wouldn't do it, right? But hey, we did it. It was only a little messy. Honestly, it's just the damn trees in the way so much I couldn't see. And of course I missed a few dodge rolls. Alright. The fire's great though, right? Plan on doing that against the Elder too. It's just so powerful. I think we're getting caught up to Caper now. Can I... so, question. Is he parry... can I parry him on hardcore? Because I've never actually known. You might be right. I have a level 3 field, but... it's one of those things that I'm not 100% sure, and I didn't want to get staggered. Because if I got staggered and then hit again or something, it would have been potentially a death. This is the one thing about hardcore that always kind of worries me, is like, can you do things the way you traditionally would? I guess we better get a couple boars while we're here and right whatnot. Probably gonna need a bunch more leather. Don't miss. Okay, good. It's like if I miss that, the spear might be in the water. And that would be very annoying. I'm not sure. Ooh, 1 star. Can I snipe you through the tree? You didn't die? You're a tough deer. Guess it wasn't surprise attack. Makes all the difference. But he's stuck. Oh, you bastard. Alright, well. Too late. Where's my spear? Stagger is tied to your health, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, for sure, I have the best possible health I could have at the time. Without, you know, zone skipping and whatnot. But, I just don't know. His attacks are double damage. So it was kind of like a risk that I might not be able to actually dodge him. Or, sorry, parry him. Can't remember how much his melee attack does. I think it's like 20, so it would have been 40. And I had about 90 health or whatever, 98 health, so I probably could have taken it without being staggered. Hard to say. Anyway, whatever. Now we just have to worry about raids. We haven't had a raid tonight. I'm probably going to get one. Okay. Mr. Boar, I guess you were very upset. Heard about what happened to your friends. Whoa. I still get nervous, even fighting Ekthir. You know, it's on hardcore, it's just... you can see how you can get hit 2 or 3 times and you're done. Whereas when I'm playing on regular again, on normal mode for my next challenge run I'm working on. But don't get too excited, it'll take me a long time, I'm pretty slow. I only play like a couple hours a week. But anyway, in that one, I just beat Ekthir as well. And I got hit so much, like I was so sloppy. But it didn't even matter. You know, it was just... whatever, you just shake it all off. Raid or afraid, yep, that's right. That's why we gotta get home fast too, because they'll be spawning out here now. I don't much worry about 1 or 2 Grey Dwarfs at a time, but I don't really want to have to deal with being cornered by like 10 of them and a shaman and the brutes and whatnot. Especially, like, again, in hardcore, they're faster. Like, in the normal mode, I was taking on like 10 or 20 at a time sometimes, because I would keep running through and pissing them off and getting, you know, like, a whole bunch of them chasing me. And then you could just stop and you could just roll around and fight them. But at the end of the day, it was like, you know, manageable. Oh, sorry, I missed what you were saying there. 2 pieces of iron to create a stone table so you can build a stone. Yeah, it is risky, yeah. I guess it's... If I have a hard time finding the elder and we run into a swamp first, we could search around the edges. Stagbreaker and hoe to like kind of help us. I did that in the challenge run video recently, right? Where I was able to... Hey, I want to hang the trophy. Where I was able to find some iron just in the sides of the walls and stuff. And that worked really well. Alright, we need to actually think about our defenses. Well, you know, just something to... Oops. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to keep them back enough that the shaman especially doesn't try to shoot through my walls. And I can just kind of like do it to here for now. And then the back door we'll just do like a little mini... Ah, shit. Guess I need some of my wood piles. We're in a risky situation. We're getting unrested, cold. All I need to do is wet now and I'll have a rough time. But this should just be enough to get me through one raid, you know? While we work on better defenses for later. That's gonna start on fire. Probably. Let's get rid of that. And whatever, this will be enough. It's ugly, but it does what I need it to do for the moment. Okay, cool. Now we can build our pickaxe. What do I need to build it? 10. Okay, it's not so bad. Awesome. What have we been doing here? We've been playing an hour and 48 minutes. Okay, well, let's try to do like one more day because now we can actually do something. You know? We can go and get some copper. I saw copper. I know where there is some. So we'll cook all this up. I didn't see any tin because actually that black forest that I was in the other day didn't seem to be near any coasts. So maybe there's some water inside there, but get a copper, get a few copper, we can have a forge at least. That would be a good achievement. I don't think Caper has a forge yet, and if he does, well, good for him. But I'm gonna guess we're pretty close to caught up. Right, so I got my hoe. What do I need to... I got too many things on me again. Torch is kind of situational. Helps in a pinch to pull out, though, to get rid of the guys when they're after you all the time. I'm definitely going to get a raid if I'm not out of here soon. Or sleeping. Seeds there. Don't need to carry all this with me if I'm going to be out collecting iron or copper and stuff. That's going to get me enough rocks as it is, so we'll leave those here. Wouldn't be bad to get some bones too. We'll leave these. Even that. We'll just gather it on the way. Okay. And we'll just try to get out of here quick before a raid starts. See if we can get into the edge of the Black Forest and just get a little bit. We haven't seen our first troll this round yet either, so that could be exciting. Switch back to flint arrows, you never know. Day 11 though, Eclear done on day 10. I don't know, Caper... Oh, of course. You know, this is my Valheim story. Like, every single time I want to do something, it rains. So now, plan has changed. We're not going to go and mine in those thunderstorms, because that's just a death sentence. Unfortunately. Because I won't hear anybody coming. Also, my beehives might look cool. They're incredibly impractical when it comes to getting your bees, or your honey. So, 12 wood, 5 stone, 1 fire. Wait. 1 fire, 1 workbench. Right, gotcha. Yeah, I should be bringing that with me. You're right. Okay. Given the unfortunate turn of events, maybe we dig our trench now? Or start the digging of the trench? Till the rain stops at the very least. I need to kind of think about how I want to do it. And like I say, I want to line it up with the world axis, so I need to figure out where that is. So like maybe we'll be out here. So, okay. Actually, this is kind of convenient, right? This means it's almost in line with my house. It's this way. We can just basically do a big square around the base. Doesn't need to be super deep right now. We'll make it deeper later if we need to. Make a nice bridge over it. This will get us a ton of rock. I'll make a wall on the backside, because if I dig too deep on the backside, I'm going to be in the water for sure. Yeah, the storms always get me. So, Mark, when I was playing in my previous hardcore run, it was just like every time I got in a boat, thunderstorm. Just never ended. Seemed to be the problem. I had set up my base in the edges of like 2 biomes, and the theory from chat is that if you're on the edge of 2 biomes, your weather is like amplified in some ways. Yeah, we're gonna do a combo of a trench and a wall, I think is what we're gonna do. Basically, make sure we can be troll proof. And at least up until the point of flying things, we'll be good. Once the flying things come, we'll have to do the elder base or something, right? And we'll just come back and forth here. I am allowing portals this time, so I could just have a portal back to here for my farm. And we could probably remove most of the base items back by then, so that we don't get raids here. Or I can just make a wall with spikes on it and repair them or whatever you have to do. Come here. Alright, I think that's wide enough. I don't want to go too crazy right now. Maybe a bit wider. No. No metals. Can't pass through in any mode that I know of, unless you turn it on. I mean, there's an option to do that. There's like a quality of life change that they made that you can if you want. But in this mode, no. And I can't use portals while a boss is active, or at least nearby. I don't exactly know how that one works. Because when I was doing my other run, I died fighting a boss. And then I was able to get back. That was not hardcore, so I don't know. That could be another real pickle. Like, if I die and a boss is out in the world, am I gonna have to boat back? Like, even if the boss is like the queen and like a bajillion miles away? Is that how that's gonna work, Jay? Because that would suck. Big time. That's another mega disadvantage I wasn't really thinking about. Not that it matters, because like dying for me is gonna mean an automatic like start over building up your stuff again. It's not like I'll be running back to fight right away anyhow. So, I guess it's not a big deal. Yeah, I guess you're right, huh? I just kind of have to plan that way. Okay, so we're going to have a little more space over here because we're probably going to do an extension that. I don't want this. I'm really bummed, guys. I was hoping that it wouldn't rain. Well, I just wasn't really expecting it. Wasn't planning for it. Because now we're not going to be able to do any Black Forest work. But this has to happen, I suppose. Our pickaxe level will be considerably better when we do go do it. Make mining a little easier. Yeah, I think for now, maybe if the permadeath run ends because I'm dead. Well, actually, yeah, that's what would happen. Maybe Caper will have mercy on me and be like, you can turn off that setting. But whatever, I mean, it's simple, right? Just don't die. You saw my battle with Ecthier. I'm getting better. For those of you like Jay who's been around for a while. But I'm still not there. Hey Chris, Caper is playing Space Crew. So I haven't played it. So maybe I should probably explain that. I'm ManCaveChris and I do the Valheim work mainly. CaperCafe and I both run the channel together, and he's been playing Space Crew and Terraria after Bomber Crew. I think he's nearly done Space Crew, so there's a ton of videos on that on the channel if you're interested. Me playing it though, if that's what you mean, like because he's playing this, I don't know, maybe. Not really sure. Is it even multiplayer? I don't know. But he's trying to finish off, because Valheim had been so well received lately, we were kind of like trying to capitalize on that and make sure that the content we're making is mainly Valheim at this time. So I think he's about to release a couple more videos for Space Crew, but he's going to do it to the, he's just going to unlist them and put them in the community post, a link to them, so anybody who wants to can watch them, but we're hoping that it won't like mess up the algorithm. Because unfortunately that's one of the big problems we found is that, yeah, so this is one of our other big problems, Chris, is that nobody knows that. We're trying to make that a bit more clear now with this new challenge, because it's him and I against each other. So I do Monday nights now in Valheim, and he's going to do Wednesday nights in our Valheim race. And we have the face cams on, so you'll get to know who's who. But yeah, we were worried that after we've had such a successful Valheim video, that if we just suddenly started putting up Space Crew videos once a week again, that it would really just mess up how the videos are being shown. I mean, I guess it's kind of annoying that we would have to change our interests and plans around the algorithm, but it is the reality of how... Oops. Oh no, imperfect. I'll fix that later. It is kind of the reality of how it is. You just have to be always thinking about how that's going to happen, like what's going to happen with what you post. Like if I was to just suddenly decide to start playing, I don't know, some random game that's not anywhere in any sort of genre related to Valheim, it's going to just confuse everything, and then probably the Valheim fans, maybe not as interested in it, and then the channel just gets like really disjointed and screwed up. So right now we feel most of the people on the channel supporting the channel are Valheim fans, and we're gonna try to do as much Valheim content as we can for a while. But the other stuff doesn't completely end. Like I've been playing Diablo 2, if you know that game. It's one of my favorite games from my childhood, and I'm not gonna stop that. I just took a break from it to kind of focus in on a few things. Yeah, we did get him, Rob. It wasn't too bad. Except for I got there and forgot the deer trophies. That was probably the worst of it. I did take a few hits, though. I'll give you a tour of my barn in a second here. We're just doing the... We were gonna go into the Black Forest and start looking around for some copper and stuff, but then it started to thunderstorm, and I just decided that, you know, today would be a ditch digging day. So here we are. But yeah, how you doing? Thanks for coming. No, surprisingly, not a single raid. I don't get it. Raids are definitely supposed to be happening. I mean, I guess it is a bit of a chance game. I feel like, you know, it'll pay me back if it hasn't given me enough of them now. It'll get me one day. But look how, okay, so here's the barn at the moment. There'll be expansions later. You know, we got our little bench, chair. This is the foot locker where I put my tools and other equipment for the moment. Treasure box. Crafting supplies, foods. We're gonna eventually blow out the sides and expand. I got my bees, my wood pile, my chopping block over here. Got my little tanning rack. This is just a hastily thrown together wall to deal with raids if they do come. But for now, this is what we're doing. And yes, I agree, Apostas, Vader was tough. But once I figured out, like, I had researched it a bit, so I kind of knew what to do. And not being on hardcore when I was doing that run made it a lot easier. Oh no, my steps are degrading. I'm gonna have to like put a little awning. Is this game online? Is that what you're talking about? This game you can play online with friends. In a server type thing, you kind of have to create your own little, like, it's like creating your own little server, but it's not overly complicated. And yeah, the queen, I actually hated the queen the most, I think. I think the queen was the most difficult one because of the tight quarters, and I didn't really, I don't know, I just struggled with that one. Even though I like, the magic is so powerful. And the only time I've ever beaten the game, by the time I got there, I was using the magic items. So you can definitely like spam her through the walls. And I found that was quite easy, but I didn't really want to be too cheesy with it. So I did try to go in and face her, and I was pretty squishy and she killed me in like one hit every time. Yeah. Another thing I haven't been very good with is potions. I was pretty like bad initially at using them. Again, it was almost because like I was a glass cannon, so often I'd just die in one hit anyway, so it was like not exactly sure what potions will do for me. Can't get them off fast enough to not die, and hey. Gals were just terrible, obviously, too. I didn't have a bow. And before I had magic items, oh my god, I just had nothing. I couldn't fight them at all. I had to use diverter. I had to just like run around till I got friends. Yeah, bubble and fireball, just such an amazing combination. And then eventually the Staff of the Wild is just epic too. Nothing else really mattered. I used Staff of Frost a lot too because it was fun to use. I just, that felt like, I liked it. I just liked how it felt. All right, we hit water, so. Probably good. This will be a wall down here, I suppose. We'll do like a retaining wall. We'll do a little chop down through here. Yeah, I used it against Zaguth. It was my go-to for him. It was my go-to for bone mass too. Totally melted bone mass. I totally cheesed bone mass. I just stood on his skull and smashed him to death with that, and it was all over for him. Fighting the Elder with the Staff of Embers was also pretty fun. Because I had struggled so hard through the run to the point where I was just like, that's it. I'm taking my revenge. Like, just blast him with fireballs, do like a quarter of his health every hit kind of thing. Pretty wild. Alright, we're gonna have to sharpen up this corner maybe, because they might walk up it. Eventually we're gonna have to do like a dock somehow. I don't know exactly how we're gonna do that yet. See, Caper doesn't have to do all this. Like, he may choose to do it. But he doesn't really have to. Like, I barely bothered with it. On normal, the raids are not common enough that it doesn't really matter. And I find beating the bosses out of order really screwed up the raids. Like when so I killed Ecthier for convenience, and then I didn't do anything until I killed Motor. So it was like, by the time I killed Motor, I had never had a swamp raid or anything else really. Oh no, I kind of screwed that up. How am I gonna get to there? So then, when I killed Motor out of order, I didn't get raids. Like, they didn't happen. Like, I think the game was confused. I lived in a Black Forest, so there might be something to do with it, but like, I never got, I don't even think I ever got a swamp raid, of course, because I had screwed the order up. And then, I don't ever think I got a mountains raid, because I beat Motor. And then, for whatever reason, I really didn't get plains raids, either. So, it was kind of weird. I feel like when you beat it out of order, you just really break the game and it doesn't quite know what to do with you. But it might be the fact that you can't get certain raids in certain biomes. And because I stayed in the Black Forest 90% of the time, maybe that's just not possible to get, you know, plains raid, for example. I want to say I did actually end up getting maybe one. I definitely got a queen raid once, but it was super easy to deal with because I had a small defense. And yeah. So this though, Caper and I told each other that we would not do that. We will do raids, or sorry, we will do bosses in the order they come in. But I'm very surprised, Rob, because I've been at my base a lot tonight. Like, I built the base, and now I've been here the whole day. I haven't gotten one. So, very odd. But we've unfortunately lined this up not quite right, and I'm gonna have to do some work here. Make this work. Build this retaining wall up. I mean, I'll have to double check the settings. I don't think I've screwed this up, but yeah, I feel like I was getting raided all the time in the other runs. But I mean, it is just probabilities, right? Chances are higher, doesn't mean it's gonna happen. So, I don't know. Alright. This is where I think we're just gonna have some ground raising. Okay. That should stop the Grey Dwarfs for now. It won't be stopped here, though. Yeah, it's all the dice rolls. Exactly. I mean, I've been talking about it. I'll probably get one right now. I'll be about to log off for the night and it'll happen. Clearly we have a breach. Little old you can get in. Go get some rocks, maybe. Just fill this in. This is probably my weak spot at the moment. Ah, so inefficient, the use of those. Anyway, this is the basics for now. We'll be doing a lot more expanding and defending later. But we're just gonna real quick shore up this wall a bit. That's probably enough. I would think. I think we should be relatively safe. Okay, yeah, let's fix that up. You replace the bench with the table. Okay. Every 46 minutes, 20% chance. So I've rolled lucky tonight. Is it only 20%? Man. I think I must have just had really bad luck before. Okay, so we get rid of this. We do the table is what you're saying? This little stool or this big table? You replace the bench with the table and put up a banner. I do have a banner on the outside, but the table, is that a double, the table? Banner's out the door there. Big table, okay. Okay. Hey, I can get, like, if I find the bog witch later, I can get a serving tray. Alright, well, if we get 16 minutes, then that's definitely improved. I think we had 15 before. Yeah, I'll show you in a sec. It's my Team Red banner. Because I'm Team Red. See, red shirt. I have like 5 red shirts, so don't worry, I'm not wearing the same one every week. Although I guess I could shit. Amber has a video for all that? Yeah, there we go. 16, you're right. Okay, I'll have to watch her video. I do like her. Yeah, see, here's my red. I wish it was all red. Maybe you can make an all red one later with like blood bags or something. Yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much all I can do tonight, I think. We'll keep our, like you say, I mean, you know, we should keep at least 12 wood, right? 12 wood and, oh. Hold on to those for now. You can? Blood bags? Okay, well, I guess we gotta get to the swamp before we can get our banner. But I think that's it for me. I feel like, you know, enough progress was made tonight to give Caper a bit of a run for his money. We got the barn. Kind of hard to see at night, but we got the barn. Got our bees. Little wood pile, you know, the chopping block. We're gonna move all this around a bit once now we have a bit of a perimeter established. And then the plan, I think, will be extend in at least a few directions. And I want to extend out the front here into like a little hallway so that it'll be like a grand entrance hallway. When I walk in, I'll be coming down the middle, and on the sides there'll be armor stands with all my like previous biome gear, and like a little chest maybe like hidden under the floor or underneath it where I can have my weapons and stuff. So if I die, then we'll just have to grab it, but you know. Okay, red rug. Oh god, we're gonna have to get the red jute. We have to go in there and fight the frickin' Fenring guys. Guess we gotta do it. We gotta do it for the style points. Hopefully for Caper it'll be a little easier. He just needs blueberries. That's not even hard. But yeah. I'm happy with the progress tonight. I think you know, next time we play next week, next Monday, it's like Bronze Age time, right? We're just gonna see if we can find a burial chamber or two. My double resources and with the fire spread on, I'll be able to make coal like real fast. And if we can just get, you know, a decent copper vein, a couple of tin ones, we'll definitely be cooking all that up and well into the Bronze Age next time we play. I'll probably have to start doing some bone farming, so the burial chamber will be good timing. Because I need to upgrade my armor at the very least. Like, got a stag breaker. But level 1, like even 6 armor isn't much for a burial chamber. That could be a bit sketchy. I guess if I can get lucky and they're all trapped behind doors, I can do it. And then I'll have enough to be able to just get them all, you know. Hey Anders, how's it going? Unfortunately I'm about to sign off, but thank you for coming, I appreciate it. Give you a quick tour. Got the barn. I built a barn. I live in it, but it's a barn looking thing. I wanted to try something different than just the typical roof, so I made like a barn roof. And we've killed Ektir, built a bit of a trench, and we're just kind of ready to step into the Black Forest next time, and hopefully right into the Bronze Age. And I believe it's day 11 or 12. We'll find out here. Let's see. We'll find out what day it is. Because I have to chirp Caper on the comments now in the community board. I'm going to have to be like, hey man, I see your... I found Ecthier all by myself without a map. Also, you know, look at how my awesome barn is. And he'll be like, oh man, day 12 there. Yeah, no worries, Anders. Wednesday's Caper stream. Yeah, please come support him. Tell him, okay, all of you watching right now, I don't know if he's listening. He might be listening, but even if he is, make sure you you chirp him hard on Wednesday. Like, I'm already in the mountains, and I don't know, he's just a total noob, and he'll never win this challenge, right? Because he needs some pressure. We got to get him to, we got to force some errors. I don't want him to die or anything, but like, we gotta, I want to hear his like voice go high pitched as he runs from a troll like I did my first time. We all remember our first time. And my first time with a troll was pretty priceless. In fact, I think if you go into the Run 2, I don't know, episode, I'll have to look it up, where I spent like so much time building a troll tower to fight the trolls. And then I just like ran like a little girl around, got scared, and eventually killed it with a million arrows. But yeah, I want to see how he handles himself. I'm not sure he's ever fought a troll without me. So that'll be interesting. He probably will mistime a dodge roll. And although it might not kill him in normal, he might survive one hit with his armor the way it is or whatever, his health. But obviously it'll kill me in one hit, so we gotta be super careful. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. Once you get the bronze Acure, game over. Although actually in my hardcore run, I didn't really risk it. Because I just felt like, you know, even at that point, where I was like max troll armor, max bronze helmet, or very close to it, like level 3, probably still could die from one hit, right? Or at least be staggered to the point where I'd probably die from like a stupid Grey Dwarf throwing a rock at me or something, so. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support on the channel in general. We had our Valheim challenge run video hit 100,000 views, if you believe it. It's crazy. Never thought that would happen. It's kind of funny because like it was like YouTube tells you like your stats, and it's like this video is 99,900 views better than normal or something. It's like, oh my goodness, that's quite the jump. But yeah, thanks Jay, appreciate that. I enjoyed the stream tonight. It was fun. And thank you very much, Tiny Lord, for that donation at the very beginning for the 100,000. Not to be forgotten. When I get some bronze nails, I'll get some decorations on the barn. You know, maybe some signs to honor everybody. This is probably gonna have to be called K Nation's barn. You know, K Nation, the legend he is with his donations. So got to name some things after him. But yeah, okay, great. Thank you very much, everybody. See you guys next time, and have a good evening.